this update is all talk. No real work being done here. Mata, because the Z. All right, I want to do a current video of the RX-7. So a good bit of it is sanded down. Still got another part to go on that eventually when I get to it, which is currently what I'm doing. I'm putting together something on cleaning the engine. Got it broken down a little bit. I'll show that start to finish whenever I finish, because I'm going to put the transmission to it. I got a new clutch kit that I showed already. I'm gonna put the clutch kit on and bolt the transmission to it, get the wire, get the engine harness, lift it up. I do want to finish cleaning it off, painting it. I want to finish sanding down the engine bay, or bring it down this bare metal, do the epoxy primer, do the urethane primer, paint it, then put the engine in, fit some things up with the transmission. I'll have to take some measurements to get a drive shaft made. I got everything for this car but the drive shaft. I got the paint, all the body components. I got everything for this car to make it complete but a drive shaft. And I tried to order the drive shaft. They canceled my order. I figured so many people put in the same setup for this car, the Samberg subframe with an LS1 and a T56, 8.8 rear end. I'll get into that too. That my order can be made for the drive shaft, but it got denied and I got refunded. So instead of ordering it from, I was ordering it from Grannis, because I know they're a big company with this stuff, then doing 2JZ stuff. But I'll just go to a local place and get them to make me a drive shaft for all that. You know, I wanted to, if I'd have ordered it, paid the shipping and extra stuff like that, waited the time, that would have been convenient, being the car still a good ways away. Maybe a month or two, I'd say, with the time I can give to it. It would have been worthwhile, or waiting for the time frame they had to get it. But I mean, for all this, I can take my measurements and go locally. They got plenty of transmission and drive shaft shops around here that can do that. But then the thing is now is just putting the time in, and you know, putting the effort in. Everything's around, whether it's inside, out here. This is how the car currently sits. No front suspension, no front subframe, no rear subframe. Some of the rear components are still being powder coated, or still at the powder coaters. I already put a video out. I got the front suspension all done and new bushings installed. So once I'm done bringing the engine bay down to metal and repriming and painting it, I'll put the front stuff in. I was thinking I want to test fit the engine, but this is my third RX-7 I put an LS engine in, so I already know what I need to do. If I had a fast intake manifold, I would have had to cut this slip, but with the stock intake manifold, it's not on the engine, but I have it, I'm not gonna have to do anything. And I'm gonna keep this car stock. My white car, I'll go the extra mile. And I don't think I'm doing an LS engine in that other car. I'm gonna do a 2JZ swap in that car. That's what I wanted to do 10 years ago. I got two RX-7s. I wanted an LS and I wanted a 2JZ, so I'm gonna continue what I originally wanted to do. Now I have a little bit more resources, a little bit more friends that know little things. I can do that now. Back then, it was kind of hard. I was juggling two projects. It was really hard to do. But, you know, look at that steering rack. That looks good. This stuff what's there looks good. Got some front suspension painted, just throwing it in here. I need to sand that and paint that probably black, along with the pedals, the gas, the brackets that hold the pedals anyways are metal, the gas, brake, and clutch. I want to sand that down, repaint that black. Of course, I got lizard skin in now. I need to do lizard skin on the interior. I ordered the sound deadener and ceramic insulation, and I've been having my kit over there. I got the gun I've done that twice already to my white RX-7 and my 280Z I had back in the day. Still now, which I'm probably gonna do today, I'm not gonna put on video. I'm gonna drop the fuel tank. So I have the Sicky fuel line wiring kit. No, not wiring. I have the Sicky fuel line kit. I'll get under the car, do what I gotta do under there. Put the right fuel lines in for the LS system. I'm gonna take the rear hatch off because I need to sand in the hatch, which I took the lock out. What did I have up here? I hope it wasn't something good. Oh, that's filter removal tool for the Toyota Tundra. But yeah, like that came out really good for as far as spray paint goes. I couldn't get that powder coated because the ball joints were built in, or else I would have done that. So the weather stripping will come out. I want to take the hatch off because like this is in the hatch. That's all up. I can't sand that while it's on. So the hatch is gonna come off because of that. The fuel tank's gonna come off because I want to update the fuel lines for an LS kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and order a Walbro 255 pump and swap that out. So I'm gonna clean the tank, get that stuff in while it's out of the car, do the fuel lines, and then put that back on. Which that'll probably be off camera. Yeah, also like last video I said the Burnout rear bumper wasn't works, and I ended up working out a deal and getting another OEM bumper. These are hard to come by, so I lucked out on that. I'm glad I was able to find one. You know, I give thanks to the guy who let it go for me. You know, I worked out a deal where I gave him a rotary engine for that and the carbon fiber hood. But I mean, the only one I saw at the time that was for sale was like $1,200 on eBay. That would have been shipped. It wouldn't have been as much without the shipping, but that's a big part. It costs a lot to ship it.